good one in store here. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers.
Give it up for your Los Angeles Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. Jukes away from one. And I'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons. And that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Cam Hard's up for the tackle that time.
That run may not have gotten you at first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now up the middle, it's Marks. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Stroud on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders. You sign up for it.
On play action, here's Stroud. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Going left with Marks. They call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Kirk in motion left. Stroud off of play action. He's smartly won't risk anything here. He just chucks this away.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He's got it, complete to Collins. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, Marks gets it. Running in the red zone. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Here's a handout to Marks. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
On the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Zone read, a handoff to Marks. Escape, and he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
That's caught. Keenan Allen. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. And it's got to come back. Herbert from the gun. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now a run here with Amari on Hampton. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They've got first down here from the 36. Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it a fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This Texans offense readying up for its second drive of the contest. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Dump off to his fullback. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
In the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
From the gun, Stroud has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air. And any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Marks finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-0 lead.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, well, they better regroup.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They've got a man in motion. To throw, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Galen Petrie there on the stop.
You know, Kate, it is so nice to have a running back that can catch it too, and a pass catcher that is so good in a select package of plays just like that through the air. That screen is devastating to a defense when you got a runner that can catch it like that.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Herbert. Short pass brought in. This is going to be downhill. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Herbert now off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. It's Herbert once more. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. He had a throw, but a quick defensive play just loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Complete to Nico Collins. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down. It's a run with Marks. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. It's Marks on the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Collins got it left side. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. 3rd and long for him here. Stroud is hit, the ball is out. Picked up by the Chargers. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun give to Hampton. And it looks like they're getting about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Jalen Petrie on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. this one to Gadsden. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that first down.
Gadsden the second. Brings up third down.
That's one quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first is Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
2nd and 3 now. Hampton gets the handout. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Chargers first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in by Gadsden. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers make it a one-score game in the first half. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big-time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
Texans 14, Chargers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. It's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, You got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On second down, Marks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Stroud throwing here on first. Taken in by Kirk right side. And this one doesn't go far.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Christian Kirk.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Yards. And the Texans first down.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Stroud completes it quick. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Marks, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Elijah Bolden.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To Nico Collins. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Chubb here on 1st down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stroud. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Up and good from Fairbairn. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a 1st down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll send him over right. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans now lead by 10. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
21. Chargers 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Man in motion, headed right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
To Quentin Johnston. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. Johnson finds the football, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. We'll air it out on 3rd. On the quick slants, it's Johnson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Going with a screen to Hampton. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's going to work this down to the 32. Play made by E.J. Speed.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "Do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." "Do you have a fullback still on your roster?" "Yes, coach." "Then you're going to be just fine."
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Herbert once more. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Into the hands of Ganson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
It's Hampton on 2nd. He dodged the tackle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gain of 9 yards.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now. Blitz coming. Hits his running back. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a one-score game in the first half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
Chargers 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Kirk in motion left. We give here to the motion man. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. We've set it down from 37. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
14. And the Texans 1st down.
Again, Stroud has a man, Dalton Schultz, and he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
10 yards.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Finds his back, Marks. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud again. Catch made over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
28, Chargers 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Slot man's in motion right. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
10 yards.
LA uses a timeout here. It's second.
And inches.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Herbert. A massive shot towards the end zone. Goes to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Running it with Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down now, ball at the 33. Kirk in motion left. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Spins out of one stop. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Stroud off of play action. Rolling out to his left. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
He's across midfield.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now. They need 7. Back to throw, Stroud. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
And the Texans.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Marks. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Marks, the ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running this with Marks. Locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Stopped by Deion Henley.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50B, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down, Texans.
They send a man in motion. First down throw by Stroud. Again, he connects with Collins. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. Second down coming up. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push their lead further to start the half.
Houston.
Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 18.
35. Chargers 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side with Hampton. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tight end in motion right. Back to Hampton. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Shire on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak it, Herbert. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage. But I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Throwing on first is Herbert. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. I can't believe this.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up for there.
That's such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's a handoff to Moss. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun now, first round. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead.
Chargers 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Over the screen to Hampton. Still working past the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And the Chargers
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st and 10, Herbert finds his man over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Now an inside give to Hampton. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Check, crunch.
Back now, pressure coming. Makes the catch. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
That's how it's done. Hey, baby.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers make it an 18-point game.
42. Chargers 24.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. No run, it's Marks. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They put a receiver in motion right. From the gun, Marks gets it. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down, Houston.
First and 10 from the 43. From the gun, Stroud. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Set up the screen here for Marks. And this one does not go far.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
First down. It's a run with Marks. Moving forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Back to throw. Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Kicks away from 1. And This gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
12 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's the Chargers who have it to start the 4th quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. First down from the 42. Herbert from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Herbert on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
To number 8.
You compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Herbert. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert now dumps it off to his running back. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Into the hands of Ganson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Chargers, first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running it after the penalty. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Kamari Lassiter on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch made. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find paper.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 45, Chargers 31. Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Again, he connects with Collins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. The game will be a 1st down, Texans. Running the toss here to Marks. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a counter give to Chubb. Escapes the defender. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Stroud looking to throw. 3rd and 2. This connects with Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Number 81, Jaden Higgins. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. And the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Derwin James. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. Is caught. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Marks on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hang on, Henley on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It connects down the sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Now Marks. He's able to manage a couple on that run. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown.
Hey, Kay, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
52. Chargers 31.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets it downfield. On target to Gatson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
In the second. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun give to Hampton. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
3rd and just 2 to go. Trying to get it with the option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Not a lot of time to make the call on who gets the ball there. You need a guy who can make that split-second decision right on time. QB handled that one well. Ended up calling his own number and getting the first down.
We've set it down from 37. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
15, Lad McConkey. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Now here he goes on the boot. Throw left side, complete. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He tries to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They snap it to Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And the defender comes away with it. Kamari Lassiter with the pick.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. McConkey with a touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 52, Chargers 38.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Up the middle, it's Marks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They toss it to Chubb. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. L.A. uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Texans feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
Complete to number 1, Quentin Johnston. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Play action now for Herbert. Trying to push deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Now to throw. That one's nabbed by Allen. And it's going to be brought down up at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Herbert to throw once more. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
To Lad McConkey. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Herbert throwing again. Allen bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert again. He just keeps finding McConkey. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. It's Herbert once more. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air, Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
To Quentin Johnston. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. To throw. Into the hands of Ganson. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
The Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Herbert on 1st down. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. So it's a win for the Texans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.